Welcome to our channel. This is day 1 on interview questions on machine learning. And today's question is, why don't we use mean squared laws for logistic regression? Before we dive into an answer to this question, let's first understand what is a loss function and what is the purpose of it. So, the purpose of using a loss function is that it quantifies how much our model's prediction has deviated from the actual target values. So, an ideal loss function in any problem is going to give us a higher quantity when the model has deviated a lot from the actual value, and it is going to report a smaller quantity when the model is closer to the actual predictions, right? So let's take an example and see what happens if we use mean squared laws for logistic regression. So logistic regression is a classification problem that is basically used to classify a binary classification, right? So let's assume in our setting that the target values are either 0 or 1. And let's say the data point in consideration has the y true value to be as 1, whereas our model has predicted it to be as 0.1. So as we can see, the model has deviated a lot from the true value. Now let's see what happens if we use mean squared laws. So if we use mean squared laws, the formula is y true minus y pred whole square, which is 1 minus of 0.1 whole square, which is going to give us a value of 0.81, which is not much of a higher value. It does not tell us that we have deviated by a great amount from the true value. Now let's see what happens when we use a binary cross entropy loss. This is the loss which is actually used in logistic regression, right? So let's write down the formula. It is minus of y true into log base e of y predictions plus 1 minus of y true into log base e of 1 minus of y predictions, right? So the second term does not contribute in this case because y true is 1 and 1 minus 1 is going to lead to 0. So the only term that contributes is the first term. So it's going to be minus of 1 into log base e of 0.1, which is going to be somewhere near about 2.3. As we can see, if we use a binary cross entropy loss, it encounters a much higher value to denote that you have deviated a lot from the actual value. Whereas if we use an MSE loss, the amount reported by the loss function is much smaller than that of binary cross entropy loss. This is the reason why for logistic regression we prefer binary cross entropy loss over mean squared loss. Hope this helped. If you like this video, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. That's all for today. Bye bye.